I personally love to have a glass of wine and a couple tokes of a J, and that puts me in a really nice place for the evening. But
a J is a joint, right?
A J is a joint.
So this is a marijuana cigarette? And you smoke it through the filter.
Yeah.
Water's World donut going down the hatch. Is the munchkin like the whole of the donut that they took out when they punched the hole through the donut?
You know what? I would say yes, but no. No.
That was my Cannabis tour in Colorado, where weed is legal, and now in California it's legal too. But Attorney General Jeff Sessions is cracking down, promising to start enforcing the federal marijuana laws that the Obama administration ignored. Sessions famously stating his feelings on pot back in 2016.
Good people don't smoke marijuana.
Wow. Joining me now, CEO of Bang Holdings Corp., Steve Burke, and conservative commentator Dr. Gina Loudon, who is a member of President Trump's Media Advisory Board. Is it Bong Holdings or
no, it's
Bang? It's, okay, I just want to
It's Bang.
Clear that up. So, you think it's good for states to legalize marijuana, and you're terrified of Jeff Sessions coming in and ruining the party, I assume, correct?
Well, here's what I'm telling my shareholders. The legal marijuana market is past the point of no return. The only thing that Jeff Sessions is doing right now by reversing the Cole memo is galvanizing Republicans and independents that use medical marijuana and cannabis in their daily lives to vote blue in the next midterm elections. This is going to be a disaster for the GOP, and it's a disaster, and it's going to make Jeff Sessions the most unpopular man in America.
Dr. Loudon, what would you say to that? Because, you know, a lot of Republicans are coming out and saying that Sessions is overstepping, and the Republican Party is a states' rights party, correct? They voted for legalization in these states, you know? The people have spoken, yes or no?
States' rights don't override federal rights, and we know that. Jesse, I understand when you have a lot of money invested in something like big weed owners do, these big corporate Wall Street types have tons of money invested, that you want to defend it. But this isn't about the legalization of marijuana. This has nothing to do with that, in fact, and they're trying to cloud the waters to confuse everybody who's gullible to that sort of confusion. This is about the rule of law, and it's easily changeable. You hold hearings and you change the law. But what Obama did, Jesse, and you know this, is he bragged about ruling by his pen and his phone and ruling by edict like a dictator. That's unacceptable. And Sessions is not creating any law here. He's simply restoring the rule of law to its proper place. Most Americans can agree with that.
What he's actually doing, Gina, what he's actually doing, Gina, is he's defying the president, because the president was asked directly by a Colorado journalist whether or not he's going to use federal authority to come after the recreational marijuana market in Colorado.
And this isn't that.
And President Trump said, no, I will not do this.
And it's great because
so
the president
Jeff Sessions
is
is defying the president right now.
Just like he said he would. The president made a commitment to the voters of America to restore the rule of law. We know that the last president used his pen and phone edicts to create law. That is not constitutional. All the president is doing and all Sessions is doing is restoring the rule of law. If you want to change the federal law, then hold hearings and do it legally.
Right. They can go in and, I guess, reclassify how marijuana is determined on a federal level, and that can solve all the problems. But let me, Dr. Gina, play devil's advocate for the devil's lettuce here for a second. If you're an adult and you want to, you know, smoke up in the house and you live in Colorado, you know, it's America, it's legal in Colorado, is that a big deal?
Jesse, I'll tell you what, that would be up to the law. We have to do this legally. And you know what? This really isn't about that debate. I have a 15-year-old son that way before California decided to legalize marijuana as they have now, he asked to leave because all of his friends, he said, and I'm sure they didn't mean all of them, but most of them were doing weed and he didn't want to be part of it. This isn't even about that, though, Jesse. This is about big corporate Wall Street money that is invested in weed.
Yeah, I know. Listen, there's a lot of money to be made made off
lot.
recreational and medicinal marijuana. I'll give you the last word, but I would also agree with Dr. Gina. You know, I wouldn't want my daughters smoking it. I wouldn't encourage that.
Well, then let's look at the data, Jesse. The data in Colorado shows that teen and adolescent use is at an all-time low. It's a 10-year low right now.
That's
There's
not true.
data on this. The
That's
experiment,
not true.
Yeah, absolutely true.
That's not true. And not only is that not true, hospitals, deaths are up. The criminality is affecting all of the states
that's
who haven't
untrue.
legalized it yet. That's another
Listen,
problem.
We're not going to debate the data right now. You know, if I did, I think everyone's eyes would glaze over. But, guys, we got to run. And I think everyone's stash
the one
is
big data
safe
point
for
is
now.
that 2/3 of Americans want recreational marijuana to be legal, and marijuana is more popular than any Republican in Congress.
Put it to a vote then. Put it to a vote and make it
Let's do
legal
that.
under the federal law. Guys, we got to go.
Easy.
We got to go. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.